Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. We're going to be talking about Aadai today, directed by Rathna Kumar. Whenever a film's protagonist is a woman, there's the tendency to call her the hero of the film, as if to define her in masculine terms is the only way you know how important she is in the scheme of things in the film. But now we have a heroine who is actually the hero of the film because, for one thing, she does not like being very womanly or feminine. She likes that masculine attribute. She likes riding bikes. She doesn't like wearing saris. So she's not this typical heroine at all. But the other reason I feel she wouldn't mind being described in masculine terms is because she's really a dick. She hosts one of those prank shows which kind of milk laughs by duping innocent passers-by. I really hate these shows, and by extension, I started out not really liking this Amala character Kamini at all. Now, this is a really brilliant decision by writer-director Rathna Kumar. Now, you see, usually when there's a protagonist of a film, there is an attempt to create sympathy for the character so that when they find themselves in a plight like what we saw in the trailer, that is, they wake up naked in the middle of an empty building, then we sympathize with them. We say, oh my God, this thing has happened. How does this person get out of the situation? So the trailer made us think that Kamini is a victim, but she's not really a victim, at least in the character sense, because she is really rendered very unsympathetic. She is not very nice to her mother. She is not nice to her friends. She just has this entitled attitude about her which wants you make to slap her. You don't want to spend 2 seconds with her, leave alone 2 hours of a movie. As horrible as it sounds, I was torn between feeling sorry for her plight and feeling that she deserves it. Rathna Kumar toys with our expectations constantly, and it's not just the trailer. See, even he knows that we know that a nude scene is coming. So there's actually a scene where Kamini dares. She likes taking up bets, so she says she's going to take off her clothes while she's reading the news, and you almost think that's when the nude scene is going to happen. And when we do get the nude scene, it's still unclear what happens, because is this also like a prank? Is someone giving a return gift for being a victim of one of Kamini's shows? Are we in a film like David Fincher's The Game, where everything is just an elaborately constructed reality? Or are we in a film like Trap, which is like an existential meditation on what this person finds themselves in? So at least this much is clear. Aadai is some sort of morality movie. Imagine a Shankar movie which is told from the viewpoint of not the victim but the villain. The villain as in what he or she suffers through. Like imagine Indian Tata being in the margins of a screenplay, and the Niralgal Ravi character in Indian, the corrupt doctor who's strapped to a chair in front of TV, that guy. Imagine that we spend 40 minutes observing his plight. Perhaps the most misleading aspect of Aadai is this very interesting prelude which we get, an animated bit where we hear about the story of Nangeli, who is a Raj-era character who defied this thing called breast tax that was levied at the time. So once again we think, oh, there's going to be some caste issues, there's going to be some feminist issues, the overtones, undertones, whatever. But again, Aadai is not that movie. Yes, on the surface it does seem to be that movie, because at one point after the nude thing happens, Kamini is found holding a mirror against herself to cover herself, and the reflecting surface of the mirror faces us, the audience, as if reflecting our gaze. But dig a little deeper and you'll find that the Aadai, the clothes of the title, refers not to actual clothes, but to how we cover ourselves when we are in society, the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we dress, the way we speak in front of others. But what are we really like when our naked self is revealed? And Aadai literalizes this idea with Kamini's nudity. On the outside, she's this brash person who says, oh, I don't mind taking off my clothes, I can be nude and all that. But when she does end up in that situation, her first reaction is to kind of wake up with a start and hug her knees. She mocked her mother's conservatism earlier, but now she finds that she herself is thinking about what her mother thought about Manam and stuff in relation to what her situation is right now. Now, this is not anti-feminist. It just says we cannot keep putting people in convenient buckets and label them. Just because they happen to behave in one way doesn't mean they cannot behave in another way. This is not contradiction. This is just being human. I wish the writing had been better, though. The fillers around Kamini, there's a part involving dogs, there's a part involving 2 men who come to rob the building. I wish these things had been better written. I also wish Kamini had gotten a few more quiet and reflective moments. And I really wish there weren't so many mini lectures strewn throughout the film, but still, Aadai works for me. Thematically, the whole film is one of a piece. Amala Paul's face is nude, there's no makeup. Vijay Karthik Kannan's cinematography is nude. There are no unnecessarily gimmicks. It's very raw and natural. And after a long time, you get a message movie without a very easy, facile message. Now, when you watch a movie like Rajasi, which is also a message movie in a way, the message is instantly obvious, and most of us have already bought into that message long before we walked into the theatre. It's pre-packaged, it's pre-digested, it's a cinematic equivalent of an Eat Your Vegetables poster. The message in Aadai, that is what Rathna Kumar wants to say, is a little trickier. It's not instantly obvious, because on the one hand, the film says that we have freedoms that are hard won. People have struggled very hard to give us these freedoms that we've taken for granted. So we should be very responsible while using these freedoms. On the other hand, we think, well, why can't Kamini continue to remain a dick if she wants to be? Isn't that some kind of freedom too? Amala Paul is just fantastic. It's not just the bravery in doing the role as a character, she does very well, but it's not about a hero or heroine kind of that rousing stuff that's never there. After a very long time, I came away with the satisfaction of watching a complete character arc forged in very personal files. Watch Kamini at the beginning of Aadai and watch her at the end of Aadai, and you'll see that this is, as the cliche goes, a journey, a complete journey from zero to hero. Watch her in this very gutsy scene where she takes on a Me Too accused lyricist, and you'll see that it's not about wearing pants. You can wear female clothes, and still be able to take down the man. So that's it about Aadai. The full review is up on the Film Companion website. If you like this video, do subscribe to Film Companion South, and see you soon at the movies.